Hi and welcome to your 4th lesson on apostrophes. So again, like yesterday, we'll be looking at apostrophes for possession, but we're going to look at both singular possession and plural possession. Let's recap singular possession first of all. Which of these are correct? The girl's chemistry set, the baby's rattle, the dog's bone. Let's see if you are right. The girl's chemistry set is correct. The baby's rattle is wrong. It should be like this. The baby apostrophe S rattle. Because babies is plural, there's only one baby. So B-A-B-I-E is not the correct spelling of baby. It's B-A-B-Y. You only make it I-E-S if there's more than one baby, but there isn't. There's one baby. The dog's bone here, you've got dog's apostrophe, which means the bone belongs to more than one dog. That's not what the picture is showing. Singular is when something belongs to one person or one thing. So in the girl's chemistry set, one girl owns a chemistry set. So you add the apostrophe to the subject or owner of the item. The apostrophe shows possession. The apostrophe goes before the S. If the word ends in an S, for example, Lewis or class, then you can either just add an apostrophe after the S, like this, or add an apostrophe and another S. Class apostrophe or class apostrophe S. Both of them are fine. What if there are lots of babies with lots of rattles? Which is correct? So here, the plural for baby is babies. And if you're talking about rattles that belong to more than one baby, then you're going to need this one. So babies is the plural word for baby. That means more than one baby. And if it belongs to them, then you need an apostrophe at the end. This one is wrong because this is just one baby and this just isn't a word. Plural possession. Plural is when there is more than one person or thing that possesses the item or items. In the boys' football, it's boys apostrophe. That means that the football belongs to the boys, not just one boy. There's only one football, so we don't say footballs. Here, all 3 boys have got a football. So you'd say the boys, apostrophe, footballs. The footballs belong to the boys, not just one boy. There is also more than one football, so we have to say footballs, but the apostrophe goes in the possession. Shows who has got the possession. The boys have got the possession, which is the footballs. The table's numbers. The numbers, more than one number, belongs to the tables. There are multiple tables and multiple numbers. The numbers belong to the tables, so tables is the word that has the apostrophe in it. And because the numbers belong to more than one table, the apostrophe goes after the word tables. What about a bus that belongs to children? Is it children's apostrophe bus or children apostrophe S bus? The bus belongs to the children. Which one is correct? It's children apostrophe S bus. Children is an example of a word which is already plural. Like babies is already plural. Children is an irregular plural noun. We don't just add an S, do we? From child, we have to add R-E-N to make it plural. Whereas boy and girl, we just add an S. So boy and girl are regular plural nouns, but children is an irregular plural noun. The word children signifies there is a group of children, so more than one child. So if the word is already plural, then you add the apostrophe before the S and not after the S. Men means more than one man. It would be the men apostrophe S bus. People is more than one person, so it's the people apostrophe S bus. But boy isn't already plural, that's just one. So we have to add an S to make it plural and then put your apostrophe after it if something belongs to the boys. But if a word's already plural, like men, then you just add apostrophe and then an S. A summary of the rules for possession. For a singular noun that has one owner, you add apostrophe S to the end of the word. For example, Simon apostrophe S dog, the boy apostrophe S school. If it's a singular noun where the word ends in an S, for example, Chris or class, it already ends in an S, you can add apostrophe to the word or add apostrophe S at the end of the word. So Chris apostrophe shoes or Chris apostrophe S shoes, you can choose. For a plural noun where it's got more than one owner, you can add just an apostrophe to the end of the word. So girls apostrophe football, kids apostrophe lunchboxes. But if you've got a plural noun, so it has more than one owner, but the word doesn't end in an S, so the plural word doesn't end in an S, like children or people, you need to add apostrophe S to the end of the word, like children's games, people's opinions. Now, using those rules, add the missing apostrophes. Think singular and plural. Pause the video while you do this. Number 1, there is a lovely children's park close to my house. What belongs to what in this sentence? So the park belongs to the children. So children is already a plural word. Let's go back to our table. It's a plural noun ending in an S. No, it's a plural noun not ending in an S. Children apostrophe S games. We add apostrophe S to the end of the word. Like this. There is a lovely children apostrophe S park close to my house. Number 2, the kids' bikes were all parked outside the park's gate. We need 2 apostrophes in this sentence. The bikes belong to the kids and the gate belongs to the park. The kids' bikes were all parked outside the park's gate. I'm thinking that one kid won't have lots of bikes. It would make more sense for more than one kid, so the kids to have lots of bikes between them. So, in this example, you've got the kids apostrophe bikes. The bikes belong to the kids, more than one kid. We're all parked outside the park's gate. The gate belongs to the park. It's very unlikely that you'd have one gate belonging to lots of parks. So it goes park apostrophe S. All the people's cars were driving past with their windows down. All the people's cars. Well, it's one person, but more than one person becomes people. So people is your plural word. So you would need an apostrophe after the E and then you get your S to make it plural possession. Driving past with their windows down. We don't need any apostrophes in there because nothing belongs to anything. All the people apostrophe S cars were driving past with their windows down. The last one. Trees' leaves were falling down all over the park, and some had even fallen onto the neighbours' cars. The trees' leaves. The neighbours' cars. Let's see if you're right. Trees' leaves. So lots of trees. It doesn't say the trees, it just says trees. It's got to be more than one. So trees, that's the plural noun, apostrophe, leaves were falling down all over the park, and some had even fallen onto the neighbours' cars. So it's unlikely that one neighbour would have lots of cars, more likely that lots of neighbours would have cars. That's why it's neighbours, already plural, and just add an apostrophe. Your last task for today is to spot the incorrect one and explain what is wrong with it. And can you rewrite it so that it is correct? Pause the video while you complete this final activity. Women's shoes are all on the second floor. The cat's food bowls were all lined up in a row. The river's banks were overflowing. I saw 10 babies' prams on the prom yesterday. I saw 10 babies' prams on the prom yesterday. That is your incorrect one. It should be, I saw 10 babies, apostrophe prams on the prom yesterday. Women's shoes, that's correct because lots of shoes can belong to lots of women. The cat's food bowls. The food bowls belong to lots of cats. I don't think the cat would have lots of food bowls. The river's banks were overflowing. It says banks. The river has a bank, so lots of rivers have lots of banks. But baby, that's not how we spell baby. It's B-A-B-Y, but if it's plural, it's B-A-B-I-E-S, and that's why your apostrophe goes at the end. You have one more lesson tomorrow on apostrophes. See you then.